back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the first part of 1399, and we are here in the monastery with our nuns and Erlene Smith. As we know, Erlene Smith was the daughter of Amos and Aurora from our 1398 family, and she was the only daughter that couple had before our story had ended due to the game crash. So basically what I have done is created some families that were siblings to Aurora Smith, and I brought Erlene back. So Erlene is now living here as an orphan in the monastery with the nuns. She is technically our heir because she was the only child that Amos and Aurora had given birth to before the game had crashed. So she is the only heir of Amos and Aurora. So we are continuing our story on with little Erlene. Now, as we know, she is an infant, so she does have lots of death rolls that she is going to have to get through in order for her to make it to the age where she's going to be able to marry. So that being said, we, fingers crossed, will be continuing on keeping her as an heir. It's going to be a challenge to see if we're going to have her as our heir or not, depending upon how her death rolls go over time. But if for whatever reason we do not have her as an heir, we do have our backup families that we are going to be able to choose from. And I had put a vote on the community channel to see who you guys thought should be the next family that we should play with, and it would seem that Pearl and Thomas Pruitt was the family that was voted as the winner. So if little Erlene does not make it into marrying age, we will most likely be playing, we definitely will be playing with Pearl and Thomas Pruitt as our next family that will take on the role as main household. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the game here, and we are just going to see how Erlene gets on with the nuns. She doesn't age up until next year, so we will be seeing Erlene age up into a toddler next year. But until then, we are just going to have the nuns go ahead and take care of her and make sure that they can do the best to give her a good life. So we do have our first nun here. This is Sister Margaret, and Sister Margaret has some, let's see what traits Sister Margaret has. She is unflirty. She is a light sleeper. She is a bookworm. She is generous, neat, and a quick learner. And then we have Sister Cassandra here, and she is childish. She has practice makes perfect. She is a bad cook. She is erratic, and she is a glutton, and she has the essence of flavor trait. So those are our traits for our nuns. They are hopefully going to be able to give Erlene a good life. Obviously, she would have had probably a little bit of a better life if she were with her parents, but the nuns are going to do what they can to try to give her the best life that they can while she's here living with them at the monastery. Hopefully they can raise her up to, be a good, eligible bachelorette for someone to be able to marry. So I did put us in Ravenwood. We are in the community of Ravenwood, and I also set us up in Brindleton Bay for like the war camp, and for us, once we outgrow Ravenwood, to go ahead and get started into Brindleton Bay as our next town to populate. So hopefully as we start to grow, we'll be able to populate over into that world. So as you can see, she's just going around lighting all the fires in the house because it is spring, but it is a very cold day. And Margaret is just running around cleaning up everything in the house while Erlene is getting a little bit of much needed rest. I do think that once we get Erlene up, we are probably going to need to work on a little bit of maybe some tummy time, and work on some of building some skills with her, because obviously we want to try to do as much skill building as we can. So maybe I can actually get her to do a little bit of laundry, since we've got some laundry hanging around here, and we can get some laundry going. And once she gets up, we will have the nuns deal with some tummy time so that we can get Arlene some skills. So I also did roll for the 3 families that are in the world. We had Kate and Theo, and Thomas and Pearl, and Annabelle and Axel. They did roll to find out how many baby tries they are going to need. Kate and Theo need to have 7 baby tries. Annabelle and Axel needed to have 4 baby tries, and Pearl and Thomas needed to have 8 baby tries. I have gone ahead and had all 3 families try for their first baby try. So hopefully we'll find out if they are all going to be expecting soon, and we'll find out if they are going to be having a little one. And hopefully, that will be the case, because we definitely want them expanding their families. Sister Marguerite is just down here doing a little bit of the wash and making sure that the house is nice and tidy. Looks like we have ourselves a nice little area down here where we can go to the bath, and it looks like there's like a wine cellar down here and a lot of place for skill building and things like that. So that's fantastic. I didn't even know this was down here. We love that. So she has a place to do the wash but no clothesline. That's going to be an issue. Maybe we can get a clothesline out here somewhere. Let's put a clothesline here maybe. All right, let's get her to go ahead and hang those clothes on the line. They are pristine and soaked, so they are ready to go ahead and be cleaned up. And then we'll just get her to come on down here and replace this water. And then once she's done hanging those clothes up, I'll probably take her upstairs and let her wake up little Arlene, and then we can get started on doing some tummy time and working on some of that skill building with Arlene. I don't think Arlene is quite hungry just yet. No, she's not. So we don't necessarily need to work on any type of feeding her or anything like that, but we do want to go ahead and get her up. And we want to start working on some skill building. She just looks so sweet, this little precious angel. Laying in here, getting her rest, not a care in the world. Considering she's lost her family and she's being raised in an orphanage, you would think that she'd be a little bit more upset. I mean, she is a cautious infant, so I'm sure that we'll see some of that come to pass in her personality and in her temperament, but for now, she's just in here having a little rest. She's not bothered. She is feeling good. Let's go ahead and wake her up. And we are going to, maybe let's do a little bit of peekaboo with her. And then we can bounce her a little bit. And now that she's actually out of the bed, we can do some tummy time together. She's like, I don't know you. Who are you? Why are you taking care of me? Whatever happened to my mom and dad? It's got to be hard to be such a little one and to be all, happy and with your family, and then suddenly be displaced and in an orphanage with people you don't know taking care of you. So I can't even imagine what Arlene is going through. It's got to be tough on her and pretty confusing. I can understand why that would kind of make her take on this cautious trait, but hopefully the nuns will be able to make her feel loved and make her feel secure. She's like, I don't want to do the tummy time. This is not fun for me. Why do you think this is fun? Sister Margaret is like, this is something you have to do. We have to learn how to do this. It's okay. Let's just go ahead and give you some cuddles, and then we'll blow a raspberry. Oh, she can adopt her. So she has learned how to lift her head. We absolutely love that. We're going to go ahead and give her a little bit of a comfort and maybe do a little bit more bouncing with her. So I went ahead and had Margaret adopt her as a care dependent. She's decided to do more tummy time with her autonomously, which I guess we absolutely love that, but Cassandra's feeling pretty tired, so she'll probably want to go and take herself a bit of a nap soon. And once Margaret is done taking care of Erlene here, we'll get her to go to the washroom and take care of some of her needs. Cassandra's going to go ahead and head on down to the washroom herself, or I guess she can go in here, that's fine. And she'll take care of some of her needs, and then maybe we can get her to go take herself a little bit of a nap. She's just so happy to be taking care of Erlene, which I absolutely love for her. Seriously, you need to go to the washroom. You're going to wee yourself, Margaret. All right, so Sister Cassandra's going to go have herself a little bit of a nap here and get herself rested up. And maybe once she's done with that, we can get her to make a little bit of food. Hopefully she can get in here and we can get her cooking. Where is their kitchen? I think it's over here. All right, so let's get her to make something. Let's just do this pan de muerto. She can do a party size of that. Okay, stop talking with her and go to the washroom. See what's wrong with Erlene. Not a whole lot. Hello from the other side. You don't know me, so this might sound weird, but you're going to inherit from me, kid. Why, you might ask? Let's just say it's better for both of us if you don't ask questions. The money needs to go somewhere and quick. And I heard through the grapevine that you were a good, understanding sim. So, you're about to inherit a chunk of my hard-earned simoleons. Listen, buddy, part of life is planning for your death. You should write up a will when you're ready to choose who's going to inherit your simoleons, your heirlooms, and your kids. I did mine on the computer. but you can call an inheritance lawyer to help you write one too, if you want. Just make good choices in life, kid. I sure didn't. Free money? Yes, please. Or no thanks, sounds sketchy. Whatever. It's just the orphanage here, so I'll just do free money because they can always use money at the orphanage to take care of the children. Not that there's many children here right now, but you never can tell. I'm going to go ahead and have her come in here and do some cuddling with Arlene. And then we are going to, maybe we can read to her.
Oh, new boo. A good little new boo. Go. Good little.
Or maybe not. Oh, she is going to read to her. Okay, great. Go ahead and read a book to Arlene. Arlene's feeling kind of sad right now because she is needing to get some rest. So after we do our reading, we'll go ahead and we will maybe put her to bed. All right, so Arlene has learned to roll over to her back. We absolutely love that. I'm going to go ahead and get her to put her in her crib. I think that Arlene is ready to have a little bit of a nap. So we'll have her go ahead and put her to bed and let her have a little bit of a nap.
Oh, crankus no boo.
She's like, no, I can't do that. Put her to bed.
Whopping up.
There you go. All right, she's down here making some food, which is fantastic. She has acquired the cooking skill, which is wonderful. All right, Arlene, just get yourself off to sleep. Margaret just likes to clean everything. She's definitely a neat sim, so she just always is cleaning. How's your baking going? Where are you going? I don't understand where she's going, but that's okay. Let's purchase some chickens for the house here, and I'll get her to come out and scatter a little bit of feed, and then maybe she can collect some of this honey here. We do have a place for a garden, but I don't think they have any veg, so we could probably also get them a cow. Did she make that food? Yes, she did. All right, how is everyone's hunger? I'll go ahead and get them to eat something.
No.
Oh, our Nux, save from fees. Oh. Oh, yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get her to come out here and plant some of these crops and see if we can get some of these crops to grow. I just got some mushrooms. It's really the only thing that can be grown right now. As far as the oversized plants, we do need to maybe get them to go foraging for some plants, but I don't think I have the foraging sign, so they haven't been able to go foraging or anything like that. And honestly, I don't know if I want to have the nuns go foraging. We'll just have to see. So we can, though, do some oversized plants. I wonder if I can purchase, let's just purchase some regular seeds. We'll do some starter herbs, some starter fruits and some starter veg, and we'll see what we get and if there's anything. All right, so carrot, we can plant carrots. So we'll do the carrots. Green peas we can plant, and let's see about our herbs. All right, we got parsley, that also we can plant. I'm definitely not going to plant 12 of those. Maybe I'll just do like 3 parsley, and then we'll open the seed packets to the flowers and see what flowers we have. Maybe we'll get her to come down and help with the flower, or with the planting. So they're going to go ahead and get themselves a garden going. They like gardening. Great. We love it. Have you considered a career in reaping? No thanks. All right, so we have strawberries, which we can also plant. And apples. Can we do apples? No. So let's just go ahead and plant all these strawberries. All right, and we'll go ahead and get her to come out and water the plants. So they're going to have themselves a nice little garden going here, which is great. We do still have this area over here that can be planted in, but honestly, we pretty much, for the most part, have everything planted that we need to have planted. We still could have snapdragons and tulips, roses and daisies and some cabbage, but I think we have ourselves a nice good start here. So that's fantastic. We are currently at 4:31 p.m. We are almost through with this portion of part A, as this first part of the year of 1399 is almost over, and we have seen some pretty good progress with Sister Cassandra and Sister Margaret dealing with little Erlene. We've got some good head start on her skills, and they're working really hard to get her milestones up, which is fantastic. I think that it's going to take her a little bit of time to warm up to everyone. Obviously, Sister Margaret has gone ahead and she did adopt her as a care dependent, so that way she can teach her like parenting things, and she'll be able to discipline her and teach her those kinds of things. I am going to go ahead and get her to come on in here and wake her up, because it does look like Erlene has on a dirty nappy, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. We want to get her cleaned up so that she doesn't get diaper rash or anything like that. But I think that obviously things are, difficult in the beginning here for her, but Erlene's like, I don't want to wake up. Wake up, child. Okay, let's see about resetting her. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get her to come on in here, and we can have her change her diaper. Oh, she's learned how to coo. I mean, she's learning milestones really quickly, which I think is fantastic. Okay, come on up here and change her diaper, please. Look at her just laying in her filth. So we'll get her changed up here, and then maybe they can work on a little bit more skill building for her. Oh, she's still got to use her diaper, so she's probably going to totally pee on Margaret, because let's be real, that's typically what happens when she gets uncovered. We have some babies that are free air tinklers, so I don't know. Maybe she'll end up peeing on her caregiver. We'll have to see. No, she didn't. Okay, well, that's good. All right, you need to go throw that trash away, because we just can't be having that. So go throw the trash away, and then we will go ahead and we will practice sitting with her, and maybe we can learn some new skills together. I call to inform you that your great-great-grandsecond, once removed cousin's friend's grandpa has passed away and for some reason has left a vast fortune specifically to you. Will you accept? No thanks. Let's go ahead and give her a little bit of a feed. And then I think that we will maybe go ahead and give her a little bit of a bath. As you can see, Cassandra is a little bit erratic, so she deals with some erratic things. Oh, you're just going to skip the feeding and go straight to the bath, eh? Okay, well, we love that. Why don't you go ahead and do a little bit of laundry in the wash tub?
Ah, yes. Handbag. Here's a wood. Aw.
So Arlene seems to be really enjoying her bath. We absolutely love that. She is like, yay, that was so much fun. Bath time is great. I'm going to go ahead and give her a little bit of a feeding and make sure that she's all good and fed up here. And then we will just let Margaret spend a little bit more time with Arlene. Maybe they can practice a little bit more sitting. I know that she does need to work on tummy time a little bit more because she hasn't learned to creep and crawl yet. But, you know, we will work on those things together. Maybe we can go ahead and activities. Let's do a little bit more tummy time. And we will hopefully work on seeing if we can unlock something to do with that. Oh, she's dirty again. I literally just gave you a bath. How are you dirty? Change your diaper. All right. Well, there you have it. All right, go ahead and maybe practice sitting then.
Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Eba. Oh. 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 Seth. Weba. Weba. Oh. Seth. Oh, yeah. Huh? This'll friend. Hey.
All right, so she has learned to roll over to her tummy. We absolutely love that for her. Hopefully she'll be learning how to crawl soon. And we are currently at 9 o'clock. Why is she so angry? Angry because she was put down. Well. She can do tummy time on her own now that she can roll over to her tummy. So we're working on some tummy time currently by ourselves, which is fantastic. Little Arlene is practicing her skill building all by her lonesome, which is fantastic. Hopefully she'll learn how to creep and crawl soon. And then she'll be zooming all over the house, which will be great. She learned how to sit up. All right, we love that. What's wrong with her? She's tired. All right. You're going to have to come and put her to bed. So I'm going to go ahead and get Margaret to come and put Arlene to bed. We're going to let her go ahead and get a little bit of rest. It is almost 11 o'clock at night. We are going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. And in our next episode, I am going to be visiting our other families so that you can go ahead and meet them and get an eye for how they are together. And we'll be seeing how they interact together as well, so that you just can get familiarized with some of our other couples. And that will be good for us to kind of just get to know the dynamic of each of our other families and who they are, and also we can check to see if any of them are expecting some children. So I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, ravens.